But we must also recognize a very important person who took the reins of our school community when it needed her most, Miss Kimberly Boldon. In 2000, Miss Boldon began as a teacher at Wootton, but soon left us for Richard Montgomery in 2004. However, just 3 years later, she realized her grave mistake, and she returned to where she knew she belonged, Wootton High School. In 2012, Ms. Boldon began her journey alongside our class as our assistant principal, and for the last year has continued this journey, but from a slightly higher vantage point as acting principal of the entire school. Ms. Boldon, as I pass the microphone to you, on behalf of the class of 2016, I want to genuinely thank you for all that you have done for Wootton. When I stop by your office, I am always greeted by a sincere smile and an open mind. You care for each and every student, all 2,300 of us, and that inspires and motivates me every day. So now, everyone please join me in giving a warm welcome to the newest principal of Thomas S. Wootton High School, Miss Kimberly Boldon. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Lydia, for that very warm welcome. Good afternoon and welcome, graduates of the class of 2016, esteemed guests, family, and friends. It is my great honor to share in this very special occasion and this most beautiful venue with all of you. I would like to thank Mr. Philip Kaufman, Board of Education member, Dr. Andrew Zuckerman, Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Sherwin Collette, Chief Technology Officer, Dr. Deborah Monk, High School Director, and Dr. Gregory Bell, Supervisor of Diversity Initiatives, for joining us today. And of course, a very warm welcome to our guest speaker with the coolest name ever, Major General Charles Frank Boldon, for spending the afternoon with us. There are so many people who have worked so diligently over the course of many years to make this day as magnificent as it should be for our graduates. In the audience are the elementary and middle school principals who have guided and molded you in your formative years. They have also been very good friends and colleagues to me during this challenging year. Please stand, Ms. Reese from Cold Spring Elementary, Mr. Mascot, DeFeef Elementary, Ms. Silverstein, Falls Mead Elementary, Dr. Williams, Stone Mill Elementary, Miss Malcati, Lakewood Elementary, and Ms. Schenk, Travilla Elementary. Next, would Dr. Smith, principal of Cabin John Middle School, and Dr. Jones of Robert Frost Middle School, please stand. Dr. Smith has shared with us that she will be retiring after 43 years of education at the end of this year. Let's give her another warm welcome. Congratulations, Dr. Smith. Mr. Darrell Johnson, Assistant Principal at Frost, is also in the audience. I would also like to acknowledge Ms. Schultz, Principal of Rica, and Mr. Cahall, Principal of Thomas Edison High School of Technology, for joining us today. Your elementary and middle school years were important to prepare you for the rigors of high school, but also important because many of you developed friendships that will span a lifetime. And when you arrived at Wootton, you were challenged, pushed, loved, and cared for by the finest teachers and staff members there are. This group of very talented individuals is the backbone of Wootton. So, would the faculty and staff of Wootton High School please stand and be acknowledged for your contribution to our graduates. Thank you. And to the parents of the class of 2016, you have arrived. Yes, you have arrived mostly unscathed, but certainly beaming with pride to see your young adults graduate today. You have been their constant support, their cheerleaders, and their protectors. You have shown unconditional love, and you have guided them through both very challenging and rewarding times. We have worked in partnership, parents, to arrive at this most satisfying conclusion. Words cannot express my sincere gratitude and my sincere thanks for the support you have given to Wootton and to me over the years. With every conversation and interaction, I have become quite fond of you and your children. Graduates, please give your parents a round of applause. I would also like to thank Ms. Simons and Ms. DeLeo for being the class of 2016's amazing sponsors. They have worked tremendously hard to ensure that your years at Wootton have been memorable. They have strived to create a sense of community and camaraderie, and I thank them both for their dedication and commitment. To Ms. Rice, our graduation coordinator, Mr. Asinza, Ms. Steppling, and the Patriot ambassadors, thank you for your efforts in making today special for our graduates. I would also like to thank Ms. Herman and Mr. Schwartz and all of our talented musicians for the beautiful music that fills the auditorium today. And last, but certainly not least, I would like to thank my administrative team, Mr. Phil Hill, Ms. Crystal Devman, Mr. Joseph Du Bois, and Mr. Joseph Mamana. These individuals are the best of the best, and I can't thank them enough for everything they do. I would like to give a special thanks to Ms. Jackie Lightsey, the 12th grade administrator, for stepping in and stepping up this year. Mrs. Lightsey has spent the better part of this year working on your behalf. She has been your biggest advocate, and I am sure she is beyond excited to see all 564 of her little darlings walk across the stage today. Class of 2016, you have been extraordinarily busy over your 4 years at Wootton. You have pursued your interests, your passions, and your academic pursuits in a variety of ways. In the audience today, we have 10 National Merit finalists in the graduating class: Matthew Fu, Shannon Jin, Dennis Lee, Paula Manis, Prahlad Sharma, Arlene Stauffer, Judy Wong, Yuji Wong, George Wu, and Quijo Yuan. We also have 2 presidential scholars, Inya Chen and Prahlad Sharma. And while the state requirement for student service learning hours for graduation is 75, our graduates accumulated over 112,000 student service learning hours. Our students committed themselves to be involved in their communities and took every opportunity to make a difference. There were an impressive 214 students who earned the Meritorious Award for Service, and the top 3 students who earned SSL hours are Prahlad Sharma, earning 1,063 hours, Margaret Queen, earning 1,103 hours, and the top SSL earner this year is Grace Chen, who earned an impressive 1,182 hours. And there were 14 of you who managed to earn perfect attendance. Yes, 14. Benjamin Chen, Chase Cochran, Raina Coughlin, Ryan Foster, Jonathan He, Eleanor Kelman, Crystal Lee, Alexandra Novichkova, Ashley Song, Eileen Stauffer, Andy Sun, Jamie Vinnick, Sulan Wu, Yaelin Wu, Chelsea Yi, Shi Ying Yin, and Ryan Yu. This class has earned over an impressive $34 million in awards and scholarships, and that number just keeps growing. We had 3 Posse Award winners, Sol Balangero, Ethan Moscoso, and Langston Thomas. This class dominated in every aspect, and here are a few highlights. Our drama department had an excellent year with Jackie Kemper earning a Cappy Award. Our publications did it again. Our literary magazine is recognized by the Columbia Scholastic Press Association as one of the best in the country, winning a gold medal and a gold crown last year. And our yearbook and newspaper also won 4 gold medals for last year. Wootton artists won more awards at the Congressional Art Competition than any other high school in Montgomery County. Our marching band attended nationals for the first time and received multiple Best Music at competitions. All instrumental groups have received superior ratings, and our color guard received the silver medal at the indoor finals. The male a cappella group Supertonics was invited to perform at the Montgomery County Council of PTA's Presidents and Principals Dinner. In athletics, our varsity sports had 153 wins. Our field hockey team were state finalists, while our handball team were county champions. And Delaney Shaw was an impressive 4-time state champion in golf. And just this weekend, tennis won the singles boys and girls state championships, and in track, Colin Seibing set 2 new school records in the regional and state final meets. Finally, I would like to recognize 2 very special people who have joined us this afternoon. Dr. Doran's wife, Miss Kathy Lavender, and his daughter, Dr. Emma Doran, are here today. Please stand. They are here for a very special reason. This year, Dr. Doran's family created a scholarship on his behalf. The scholarship is a way to remember Dr. Doran's strong legacy, his commitment to Wootton and our students, and his tremendous belief in the capacity of all children. The scholarship recognizes deserving Wootton seniors who embody the spirit and passion of Dr. Doran. This year, I am pleased to announce the first ever recipients of the Dr. Doran Memorial Scholarship. The winners are Malcolm Amobi, Michelle Fan, Andrew Giberson, and Valerie Siegel. These students will each receive $2,500 for their schooling. Ms. Lavender and Dr. Doran, thank you so much for your generosity and your tremendous efforts to keep Dr. Doran's strong legacy alive. In the remaining moments of my speech, I would like to speak directly to our graduates. You are and will always be a very special group to me. I have had the distinct pleasure to serve as your administrator since you began your journey at Wootton, and for all of us, it has been quite a journey. As you started your freshman year, I too started my freshman year as an administrator. In my initial transition as assistant principal, I worried that I would not be able to have an impact on my students in the way that one can in the classroom. I also worried about how I would go about forming significant relationships with you as a community and as individuals. Much to my surprise and my great relief, you made your presence known immediately. There were initial growing pains for both of us. You learned how to navigate Wootton. You tested the boundaries of whether or not you could really leave campus for lunch and not get caught. You stepped out of your comfort zone a lot and learned that you were scholars, athletes, club organizers, and participants, significant contributors to Wootton's community, and above all, you became leaders. I learned a great deal about the individuals who comprised the class of 2016, smart, engaged, kind, compassionate, resilient young adults who are ready to take on the world. I am so very proud of the individuals you have become and so very grateful for how you have enriched my life and have contributed to your second family at Wootton. You have arrived here not by luck or by chance, but because you have endeavored to believe in yourself and challenge yourself to become the best. And today, I salute you. I wish you only the best this life has to offer as you move forward. Congratulations, and in the words of Dr. Doran, always remember, Patriots rule. Thank you.